Eggs is a pretty sweet animation. It's something a little bit different. I can't make up my mind whether I think it's more of a children's film or a family film. I'm really not too sure. This was released in 2021. It's directed and written by John Michael Williams, with a voice cast including Andrew Levins, Nancy Kerrigan, Gary Littman, Tara Sands, and John Michael Williams. And we have a quote from the film. Everything, including Easter, has been taken. It does take a little while to get to that point, but once the main narrative is established, it's the fact that some bad guys have stolen everything, including Easter eggs, hence the title, and the town has come together to try and solve this problem. And it's decent as a story. It's definitely not the best in terms of pacing to begin with, but once it got there, I didn't think the pacing was too bad at all. And even when it took a while for the narrative to get anywhere, I still enjoyed getting to know the characters, and I do think it could be quite engaging for young children. I'm still on the fence with whether I think it's a children's film or a family animation. I feel like maybe slightly towards the children's, but certainly for older viewers, it's not a bad experience at all. The characters are interesting. Some of them are very dramatic and over the top, but it works well for the film. The animation is interesting. Sometimes I didn't think the animation was my style. It was never bad, but sometimes I didn't think it was completely to my taste, and sometimes I was really, really loving it. And that's not to say it's inconsistent. I just feel like there were times when I was really enjoying the animation style more than others, but in general, it's well animated. I don't have any problems there. I think if I had to find a reason why sometimes I liked it more, it's because there are certain scenes that just have a brighter colour palette, and that appeals to me much more. But the colours throughout the film work well with what's being shown. Some really good music, good voice acting. Definitely, I think, good for younger viewers. For older viewers, it could be one to sit down and watch and become fully immersed in. I think it's generally engaging for that, but it's also a great option for background company. So if you're looking for a pretty fun, sweet animation with a decent narrative, the pacing could be better, but it's not too bad. Likeable, well-written, interesting, sometimes quite dramatic characters, and an interesting animation style. Maybe Eggs is one that's worth watching.